Well, March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and studies show Black Americans are at higher risk of developing and dying from this disease. Here to tell us more about this is Dr. Kimberly Roblin from Secours Gastroenterology. Always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so colorectal cancer is something that we see a lot, and we see it attached to communities of color. Is there any reason why it impacts one group more than others?
Yes, so Black Americans have a higher incidence of the disease, so they're being diagnosed with colorectal cancer more than their counterparts, and they also have a higher mortality. And there are different reasons for this. There are what we think of as modifiable risk and non-modifiable risk factors. The more non-modifiable risk factors are going to be genetic causes, so things like race are included in that, genetic syndromes, genetic mutations, family history, personal history, and age.
Okay, so there's some things that you can change, and there's some things that you can't.
Yes.
And of course, like lifestyle, what we put in our body are big things that we can change.
Absolutely.
But like our family risk, things we can be aware of, but not something that we can change.
No.
So let's talk about detection and early detection. How important of a part does that play when we're talking about this?
Detection is so important. Really the biggest takeaway from today is going to be that everyone should be getting screened. When they meet certain criteria, be it based off of age, family history, personal history, they should be getting screened. And there are different screening modalities. As a gastroenterologist, I like to say, everyone get a colonoscopy, but that's not feasible or realistic for everyone. So whichever screening test that you're willing to do is the best one.
But definitely make sure that the early detection is key, because it could really, save a life by getting that screened early.
Absolutely.
What age should we be thinking about getting our colonoscopies and getting that kind of checked out?
Yes, so in general, it should be age 45 for everybody, but based off of family history and personal history, that might change.
Are there some things that we should be thinking about, like signs that maybe something is wrong when it comes to gastroenterology?
Absolutely. So I always tell people that they should never ignore anything that is abnormal to them. Even if no one's listening, just find someone who will. But that's going to be rectal bleeding, weight loss that's unintentional, abdominal pain, changes in your stool. Those are all things to look out for.
So making sure you're aware of what your body is. Pay attention to your body. If there's any changes or things that don't seem right, make sure you can deal with it early. What are some ways that we can be, spread more awareness about colorectal cancer? Because like you said, some of the communities, especially communities of colors, may not have the same access to, health care and those screenings. How can we increase awareness? I mean, obviously by doing television segments like this helps, but what are some of the other things that we can do to kind of talk about it a bit more?
So community outreach is one of the big ones. The medical community partnering up with the different leaders or groups in the community to put on different educational segments, so talks, medical fairs, things like that. I think not just waiting for people to find us, but going out into the community is important.
And Secours does such a great job. We've talked about, you guys being out in the community, going and having those conversations. So they can always go to Secours.com and find you guys and say, hey, I'm ready to have this conversation, or maybe I'm looking for that educational component for those communities.
Absolutely.
Dr. Kimberly Roblin, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank
Again, Secours.com is the website to go and check out. Have the conversation, and be sure to, early detection is key, so make sure you're getting all those screenings done and take care of your health. Again, website on your screen, Secours.com.